Previously on We Went That Away Adventures. A little issue happening here with Izzy, folks. I've just put it into 4 high, and I've can you hear that? I've got a clunk coming from my my front diff. Now, we did have the brakes done recently, and all the bearings had to be pressed back in, so we'll see how it goes. We just might have to drive the most of this weekend in 2-wheel drive and only engage 4 when we need it, because it certainly shouldn't be making that noise, and I can feel something binding up in there, so we'll keep an eye on that, see how it goes.
Hey Robbie, see this here? That's me lifting your whole diff. This bolt here comes through to here. It's got no nut on it, or it's undone itself. It's got no rubber on it.
Just in the ARB workshop now, a little bit of prep going on for Izzy for the Kimberley next year. So the airbags are going in, plus that diff mount's getting sorted today. You can see up here the shifter cable where the diff has jumped up, and that's going to need replacing too. So this is the culprit. We'll show you better when the pan comes off, but the nut on the bottom of this is gone, causing the diff to jump up and down, taking a nice little chunk out of the bell housing there too. Have a look at this. Very, very lucky that we didn't snap that. We've had to pull the console apart here to get to the shifter cable. We've got our airbags in. Hey travellers, and welcome back to the channel. It is Saturday afternoon. I'm just closing up here at ARB, and it's the last weekend before Chrissy. Everyone's busy. Nini's at home doing a Christmas baking, but it's been a few weeks since we've been able to get out due to some issues that we had with Izzy's front diff and waiting for some parts from ICZ. And I thought this morning, I was heading off to work, I thought, you know what, bugger it. I'm going to chuck the swag in the back seat, and I'm going to head out for a little bit of a solo adventure. So sometimes this making a living can get in the way of actually living, but you know what, I've still got half a day today, I've got a full day tomorrow, and mate, no weekends wasted around here. So let's go. And we'll head out to Burralow Creek. Let's go.
By the jealous waves of the sea, I'm not as strong as I appear to be. Round by the deepest depths of the lake, I lay alone in the darkest place. My sorrow, dream of the sun. I just wanna be the shining one.
We're arrived down at the campground now, and she's pretty busy down here. There's a heap of people around. But, we'll get set up, and then we might go for a wander down and check out the waterfall. What do you reckon? Now, if you watched a few of our videos, you would have seen that we used an Iron Man, what they called an awning wall kit, which is a little alcove off the back of our awning, and we've used that for a few years and it's worked out fantastic. But ARB have now released their own, and I tell you what, it's got a few features that leave our old one dead in its wake. So first thing you're going to notice is it has a mesh floor. Now the mesh floor is actually part of the annex, it isn't separate. Now it's got some holes down here for the tent poles to go in, and it's also got some eyelets along the edge where you can pin it down so it doesn't flap around and you don't trip over it. Now it's a loose weave mesh, so it's designed to be able to hammer a peg straight down through. So if you're wanting to peg your swag down or something through the mesh floor, you can drive your peg straight back down and pop it out at the end, and it's not going to damage the mesh. It also comes with 2 of these storage pockets. Now I'm only using one because I'm on my own today, and these fasten on with a couple of little tabs up here, and then some elasticized tabs down the bottom, and that keeps everything right where you want it. So this is great. You can drop your mobile phone, your keys, your rear guard, whatever you like in there, and not wonder where the bloody hell you left it. So it creates a beautiful little space which extends the room for your awning. You can throw your swag either sideways, or as I'm going to set it up on the stretcher tonight, I'm going to have it coming out, and it gives me plenty of room either side to get in and out in the weather. And I've got a nice mesh floor to put me footsies down. Another little product that I'm going to show you that we use with our awnings is this spreader pole, and this is from Drifter, and it's an absolute game changer because if you've ever camped under an awning and it rains, the water tends to pool even if you try and get a bit of a fall off on it. This gives you a nice rigid pole in the center, which means your roof sits up higher in the middle and the water runs off nicely. So this is an absolute cracking setup. I get the stretcher and the swag set up now, and then I might sit back and have a cold one. All set up now, and we might go for a bit of a wander, see if we can pick up where this track heads off to the falls, so we can go down and see if we can find some of these glowworms tonight. Yeah, right, okay, so here's the log bridge. Looks sturdy. What could go wrong here, eh? Not dodgy at all. Oh, there we go. Woohoo! Made it. Don't know about doing that in the dark. This track I'm walking on now is called the Bucamatta Falls track, and I've been to the campground down here, but I've never been down to the falls. I have seen some photos and videos, and it looks like this really cool little grotto. You go down into a canyon, and the falls comes down through the canyon. So I think we'll have a look at that tonight, and then we'll come back and have a look at it in the morning and see if the different time of day changes the appearance of this joint. And I'll bring some extra gear because I've only brought the phone with me at the moment, so I can only film from one camera. A pretty easy track, really level, and nuts wind I can hear. I can't hear the falls yet, but I don't think we're far away. I'm at the first falls now, and clearly not much happening, but what a cool little spot. So obviously when it's raining, it gets a bit of a flow down that one, but have a look at this little rock overhang that you'll walk through. It's pretty cool, and we'll keep on going down the track and we'll go find the main canyon. As we get down closer to the falls, you'll see the vegetation is changing dramatically. It's all it's just a valley of ferns down here. Look at that. Grass trees and fern trees up the rock walls. Haven't even got to the good bit, and it is absolutely stunning. Wow. Did set like Jurassic Park down here. Getting close now. I can hear the water flowing. It doesn't sound like it's flowing very hard, but wow, this is just, it is so spectacular. Just to think this is an hour and a half from Sydney, and I don't know, 40-minute walk. Oh, I can see the falls. About a 40-minute, oh, not even that, probably 25-minute walk from the campground. And I've seen a couple of people on the track, but at the moment, looks like I might have it all to myself. How cool is that? Oh, look at this. Is that just amazing or what? Absolutely sensational, breathtaking down there. I'm heading back to camp now. I reckon we'll get some dinner happening, but first I need to crack the first beer of the weekend. Some old convict ruins here. Not too sure what this was. So, there's a foundation, some sort of pit, all carved out of sandstone. Now I'm camping. Well folks, time to get some dinner going, and as I said, one of the advantages of camping on your own is you can cook whatever you like. So I'm going to try a Mexican breakfast called chilaquiles, and well, it'll be a loose version of chilaquiles, so let's show you what we're going to do. Just an idea, guys, I have just put the knife straight through my thumb. Oh, alright, well, time to go dig the first aid kit out, I think. That is not good. Oh, this is probably a stitcher's job, I reckon, but that's not an option out here, so I'm going to try and patch myself up. This is a mission, trying to do this one-handed. Every time I put pressure on this bastard, it bleeds like a bitch. I've got... Fuck. Well, that is as good as I'm going to do one-handed. I'll tell you what, she's throbbing like a bitch. But anyway, I'll get back to cooking dinner. I didn't go to plan. That knife is sharp. Oh yeah, need to be a bit more careful this time. So, just going to fry up the bacon. We've cooked off the snags, we're going to chop them up. Load the bacon in there. And then with great care, we're going to slice the onion, or dice the onion, not the finger. Rightio, survived dinner. Let's get some of this on the plate and see what she's like. So it's a bit of a spin on a Mexican breakfast, and because I am camping on my own, I can have breakfast for dinner if I want. See what she's like. That's pretty good. That's really good, actually. Oh, mate, that's a winner. Well, just chilling by the fire, waiting for the sun to go down, and then we're going to head down to check out the glowworms down in the gully. But until then, cheers guys. Hello buddy, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? Going through the fridge to get some beer out, and I found these. I forgot we had them. Espresso martini. So I thought I'd bring one along to. There we go. It smells good. No martini glasses. We're not that fancy out here. Chin chin. Pretty good. Rightio, time to head down and check out the glowworms. We'll walk down to the glowworms now and have the dodgy log bridge. It'll be a lot of fun in the dark. What? It's a lot easier to navigate in the day. I can hear the falls. I must be getting close. I don't know if you can see. There you go. You can sort of see. There we go. Look at that. That's the way. How cool is that? There you go, guys. Nature's like that. How spectacular is this? Glowworms absolutely everywhere. Look at that. Look at that. That is like a sky full of stars. It's amazing. So was it worth the walk? You betcha. You betcha. Look at that. Well, mate, this is phenomenal. So, I mean, a lot of you have probably been down to the glowworm tunnel up at Lithgow, which is closed at the moment, but this is well and truly open and 100% worth the walk. Now, I need to go and find where the bloody hell I left my tripod. It's absolutely epic. I got to bring Neen back to do that walk of a night. We've camped here before, but it's the first time that I've gone down to the waterfall at night, and I reckon that was better. No, it's better than the glowworm tunnel at Lithgow, and wow, it's nature's Christmas lights, I reckon. So we're going to come back. I'm going to bring Neen down because she needs to see that, and I wouldn't mind seeing it again myself. Anyway, I've got one more drink left in the freezer, one more JD and Coke, and that's it for alcoholic beverages. So I reckon I'm going to go settle down by the fire, knock that one back. It's about, I think it's about 9:30 now, so I knocked that one off, and by that time, I reckon time for bed. So catch you guys in the morning. That first cuppa of the morning, how good is it? Rightio, we are headed out of the park now, and we headed out a different way to what we come in. So coming in, we come in via Patterson's Ridge Fire Trail. Coming back, we headed out Burralow Fire Trail. It has a lock gate part way up. You have to veer right onto I think it's Tarragabba Ridge Fire Trail, and that brings you back out onto the Bellsliner Road again. So up at, I think, Currajong Heights or something, it comes out. Anyway, we're just cruising along. It's pretty easy. Certainly don't need a four-wheel drive. You can do this in an all-wheel drive vehicle. It is a little bit steeper up Tarragabba, and there's a couple of little sort of rocky washouts there. Nothing severe. So probably not the best to bring the two-wheel drive or the front-wheel drive Corolla or something up, but all-wheel drive vehicle would have no dramas whatsoever. Done a bit of a loop, and I've come out on the Bellsliner Road and headed back up. Now I'm back on Patterson's Fire Trail the way I come in yesterday, and the reason being is I spied some power line tracks on the way in. And look, it's only 10 past 10. I've got plenty of time to kill, so I thought I'd come down and have a look and see what the power line tracks are. Always good fun. I don't think they'll be anything like Lithgow, but we'll go have a sticky beat because of course on every We Went That Away Adventures episode I need to finish up at a pub, and at 11 minutes past 10, even for me, that's a bit early. So we'll go and have a play, and then we might finish up. I did see a pie shop down there, the Pie in the Sky pie shop, so I reckon we'll grab a pie after we have a play down here, and then finish up for a beer at the Archibald. See what we can find, eh? Oh, here we go, the entry to the power lines. Doesn't look too difficult. Back out on the blacktop and now at Bilpin, and Bilpin is famous for apples, and where there are apples there is cider, so I reckon we might go check out a couple of cellar doors. What do you reckon? just pulled up at the Pie in the Sky Roadhouse at Bilpin, and time for lunch. Well, there you go, folks. That wraps up another adventure and wraps up 2022. It's been a topsy-turvy year. It didn't all go as planned, but, you know, anytime you get out on the tracks is better than staying at home. 2023, we are looking forward to being an absolutely epic one, with the highlight being Western Australia. Now, don't forget, you will be able to join us on a few trips at the start of the year, so make sure you put your hand up if they come along. And you know the drill. If you like what we do, smash that subscribe button, follow us on all the other socials, and we will catch you all somewhere in 2023 on the next episode of We Went That Away Adventures. Cheers, guys. I've a bit bloody lost here, so